Welcome everyone, I'm Kurt Malthorn, and I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. So I'm starting a new career here. This is going to be fairly stock-alike. I do have some mods, I just want to keep it fairly close to the original feel of the game. I'm running with USI Life Support is kind of the biggest game changer. I've got Kerbal construction time, modular rocket systems. Everything else is just informational or beautification. So let me just get my settings set up the way I like them here. I'll probably enable a DSM later. I'm going to start with a good amount of funds and some science. I'm going to start with about 120, 100. Come on. 120. That should do. I mean, I just want to get to the fun stuff a little bit faster. And I'm going to call it Kerbin Skies. That sounded better in my head, but let's do this. Alright, here's Kerbal construction time. I'm going to turn this off for a second. And it's like, this is technology that we already have. But once I'm done with this, I'm only going to be researching one tech node at a time. This is just one of the ways that you get that sense of progression in history. Alright, now let's turn this on. Save that. And the first tech node that we're actually going to... Yeah, that one. 22 days and 12 hours. Well, get busy, Kerbals. Right, I'm also gonna hire a Kerbal, I think. You know, I like the original 4, they're great, but let's let some of the other Kerbals have a chance for glory here too. Not just these guys. You know, I really don't like any of these names, though. I'll come back later. And it is a new day for the Kerbals. I've just cut out the design phase, so you just get to see the final product here. And launch. Let's take Valentina. So, Kerbals, for whatever reason, they like starting out with solid rocket boosters. I'm guessing it's some kind of derivative of their, you know, mining explosives or something like that. Let's do some science, shall we? Goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Great. Well, neither are we. Looks like a fine day today. I'm not sure how the barometer tells us that. I would expect that from the temperature. It just thinks it's being calibrated or something. Alright. Let's grab these so that I can actually do more science. I guess I don't need to take that one, but keep it safe. Alright. Now, if you know much about this game, you already know that this has absolutely no control whatsoever. Yeah, bit of an oversight on my part. I just decided to use this particular capsule, which has no SAS, no reaction wheels. And you can't steer solid rocket boosters in this game. So yeah, let's just hurry up and get the science before this. Grab that, grab that, grab that. You know, I probably want my parachute. And now, I want the goo. Give me the goo. There we go. Ooh, that did not sound good. Well, obviously the Kerbals have a long way to go. Meanwhile, out in the desert, we have a competitor. Yes, this eccentric engineer, Bill Kerbin, he's been having some odd ideas. Now, over at the main agency, Bob is the brains behind everything, but here we have an invention of this wacko Bill, And he's trying to do something a little different and steer things with a little... You can see it's going for... I'm going for like a plane type thing here, but this is just not working. It acts like a rocket. Yeah, nice going, Bill. Nice going. Now we have invented... we have actually invented control surfaces for these fins. So that's something. That's getting really hot. Yeah. You'll also notice this is a liquid fuel engine. This is a bipropellant. Bill has invented this turbo pump technology that makes this possible, and is actually using a computer to fly his rockets instead of putting a Kerbal in the capsule. Because at the moment, he doesn't have any volunteers. He's just working on his own. And we are way up there. I didn't put any science experiments on this, because this is just Bill. You know, this is like his pet project or something. And this probably isn't going to survive. Woo, fireball! Yeah, that's going to explode. That's whoa, actually, that survived. Surprising. I guess having that much wing surface area does something anyway. As long as I have some electrical... Maybe I can try to fly this thing. Kind of. No. Yeah, no. Nothing. Maybe something will survive. Let's see. Here comes the ground. Getting some Mach effects there. And... bang. Whew. The engine made it. Well, I'm sure somebody will find that someday and let Bill know that his invention actually worked. Come on, Space Center. And we are back to Bob and Valentina. Valentina is flying something new. Bob has completely ripped off the control surface idea, and his winglets are going to actually allow Valentina to do some, you know, pilot things. Actually fly this thing. Also, he's figured, well, his first rocket didn't hit the ceiling of the sky, so why not stack a rocket on top of a rocket? Yes, Bob has invented staging. We'll see how high this one goes. And hopefully Valentina doesn't bite the dust. This game is beautiful sometimes. I just love sunrise and sunsets. So scenic. And next stage. I get the feeling this actually isn't going to go that high. I'm not even sure it's going to make high altitude science. Now the barometer's getting lower. This is data that Bob is using, puzzling over the numbers, trying to figure out what exactly is going on with this. You know, the objective right now is to just see if there's like a cap on the sky or something. What's keeping the atmosphere in? Why is it so much thinner? Way up in the air. Just trying to figure out the way the world works. Now, Kerbals are very inventive, but, you know, they haven't been on the surface very long. You know, they live underground. That's my explanation for why the surface of Kerbin is so unpopulated. There we go. We actually did get high altitude science. Nice. Valentina's not so sure she wants to go much higher. Like, if there is a ceiling on the sky, she's not sure she wants to hit it at such high speeds. That would be unfortunate. Valentina is, again wondering why bother with a pilot in this thing. Because I felt like using that capsule. That's why it has no SAS. It's actually very inconvenient sometimes. But you know what? I like it. But yeah, like, I don't like Like, environmental visual enhancements comes with city textures and things. I don't like them. Like, they're nice until you land on one and realize it's just kind of suburb-colored ground. It's even worse at night, but it's just like glowy moss or something weird. And we're back with Bill's latest invention, once again an unmanned rocket. He has improved his engine somewhat, and, well, he's doing it a little bit more rocket style this time. He's set the whole aerodynamics idea aside for now, aside from, you know, just using fins. How high is this apoapse? Because this is way out here. The Kerbals watch this thing disappear into the sky, and for all they know, it's just gone. Kerbin rotates, and you know, they expect it to come down in roughly the same place it went up, and it's miles away. Many miles. And it's coming in really hot. Something... Whoop. Well... Oh wait, look, something survived. Something... Can I switch to it? Come on. Ah. Got it. Oh, actually, most of it survived. That was just the probe core. I'm not sure why this is flying backwards exactly, but, spin... You know, that came in hot enough. I'm sure somebody looked up and saw this, you know, blazing fireball screaming down from the sky. Maybe they send out search parties and, they find the engine from the last flight just mangled, and they're like, hey, wait a second. This thing worked better than we thought. And what has Bob got for us now? Yes. Going higher and higher, we are... Yeah, that is 4 stages of solid rocket booster. We'll see how high it goes. Like I said, Valentina isn't so sure about hitting the ceiling, but, you know what? She trusts Bob. Bob's been a good friend to her. Plus, she likes flying. You know. It's something that not many Kerbals have gotten to do so far. So, I do love the scenery. And stage. Just flying straight up. Valentina's not sure why she's around to keep it just like pointed the same direction in the road. Okay, now I'm about to fight. Now I have to fight a little bit to keep it on vector. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna use what little... Yeah, we're too high for the control surfaces, but I did manage to give it just enough rotation that will eventually point sideways, because I'm not so sure I trust this thing to come straight down. Yeah, I'd rather not kill Valentina this early. At all, really, you know. SAS does nothing. Science. Science is very important. This is the first time we brought science experiments. Well, that was fast. Yeah, I think I took a lot of the fuel out of that because I was hitting the weight limit. I'll speed this up for you guys. You guys don't need to watch this long, slow descent at real time. Suffice to say, she's safe. And Bill has something else up his sleeve again. He's, well, he's invented an engine that gimbals. That means he doesn't even need fins. He has gotten rid of those in the interest of saving weight. And he's also developed another engine. See, he's been looking at Bob's data. And he has realized that, the engine bell configuration that works well at sea level doesn't work so well with very low pressure. So he has invented, he's also stolen the stacking rockets idea, but this time his upper stage is much more efficient in upper atmosphere. And you'll notice he also has a volunteer now. Yes, Rodred Kerbin, which is a she. I mean, that sounds like a guy name to me, but that's a she, Kerbal. She volunteered because she's a dreamer. Maybe she wants to show up Valentina too. But she's been gazing up into the night sky, watching the stars travel east to west, and she wonders, maybe she can follow them, see what's over the horizon. So she aims her rocket to the east, hoping to catch a glimpse. She's always fallen back to Kerbin before, but something's different this time. She looks out the window and sees Kerbin falling away into the distance, with no sign of stopping. It's starting to get a little warm in the cockpit. She's maybe feeling a little delirious from the CO2 buildup, but she's going where no Kerbal has gone before. The sights she'll be the first to behold. Is it worth her life? Probably not. On the ground, Bill watches by telescope, realizing Rodred may be lost forever. Realizing the gravity of the situation, just grasping the nature of gravity itself, he swallows his pride and takes it all to Bob. This will revolutionize Kerbal's understanding of their place in the universe, on this one celestial ball of many. Can they reach out and touch the others? Are they edible? This journey of exploration is just beginning. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in part 2 of Kerbin Skies.